Hey y'all, don't forget to follow me on TikTok. Hello everybody, it's Charlie and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new. Today's video I am going to be going through some oral hygiene tips for you guys. Now this wasn't really a requested video. I do have a requested video which I'm going to do, but it just takes a bit of a setup and I don't have time to do that setup right now. So I just thought I would do a quick video to make sure that my uploads are as scheduled. So I'm not going to do a massive intro to this video because I'm just going to get straight on with some tips for you guys. Anyway, if you would like to hear those, then just keep watching. Okay, so what I mean by oral hygiene tips is good ways to keep your oral hygiene the best that it can be. Now, a lot of people think good teeth come from being really white and really straight, but that's not necessarily true. The best teeth are the ones with the best oral hygiene. So with these tips, I'm just going to basically be talking about the tip itself, how that helps, and how that is good oral hygiene. So the first thing I'm going to say is brush at gum level. Now, brushing at gum level means the gums are getting clean. The reason you need the gums to get clean is because that is where all the food traps and the food sits. So you need to be brushing at the gum level. Now, just to show you exactly where the gum level would be, if this is your tooth here, your gum level, if it's a lower tooth, is going to be here. If it's an upper tooth, the gum level is going to be here. So that's the first tip, always brush at gum level. Now tip number 2 is to angle your brush at a 45-degree angle. So slightly tilt it, and then that way your gums are getting clean. So that one kind of ties in with the first one. Always angle the brush at about a 45-degree angle to make sure those gums are getting a good clean. When you're brushing, you want to make sure that you're going round in circles and not scrubbing at the teeth, because what scrubbing does is actually causes abrasion on the teeth, so slight trauma to the gums, which causes recession. You're literally scrubbing the gums away, causing them to move down, which is called recession. So they're receding from the teeth, and it is never ever going to grow back. Once recession has started, you can prevent it from getting worse, but you can't ever get the gums back to the level that they were at. So it's really, really important that you don't scrub. In fact, you can get toothbrushes which have a pressure light on, so if you're pushing too hard, a light's going to flash at you to tell you that you're doing it too hard. I personally find that electric toothbrushes are much better than manuals, mostly because electric does the work for you. If you're using a manual, you're having to do that circular motion, whereas if you're using electric, the electric brush is doing this anyway. The head of the brush is moving in circles, so as long as you're holding it at the gum level, it's going to be doing that motion for you, and you don't have to put in as much effort. Maybe that's the wrong phrasing. You still have to put in effort, but the electric brush is doing the job for you. So tip number 3 now is never use mouthwash or rinse your mouth out after you've brushed your teeth. Now, a lot of people are going to be going, ugh, I can't not wash my mouth out once I've brushed my teeth. But actually what you're doing is rinsing out all of the fluoride that you've just put into your mouth. And so it then becomes ineffective. Don't wash your mouth out with water or with mouthwash after you've brushed your teeth. If you want to use mouthwash, use it at a later point in the day, maybe after you've had your lunch, just so that the teeth then get a wash of fluoride around them. Every single time you eat or drink something, if it's water, it's fine. But if you drink a coffee, a tea, a fizzy drink, a juice, whatever it is, or anything that you eat, that is an acid attack on your teeth. So if you're then trying to neutralize that with a mouthwash afterwards, great. So that's the best time to use mouthwash, after a meal, not after you've brushed your teeth. Tip number 4 is flossing is so important. Now, I've talked about this in so many of my other videos, but I'm gonna cover it again very, very quickly. When you floss your teeth, you're actually cleaning a surface that you're missing when you just brush with a normal toothbrush. So when you're brushing with a toothbrush, you cannot get in between the teeth, and this is what flossing does. It dislodges any food trapping in between the teeth, and as long as you floss at gum level, again, that's important. So you can either use string and go right down to the bottom and then bring it back up, or you can use something like a TP, which is kind of like a little bottle brush. You put it in at the gum level, and then I normally just twirl it around and pull it back out, and that will kind of massage the gums and just get any gunk out of it. So always make sure that whether you're using string or you're using something like a TP, it's going in at gum level. Before I started this job, I didn't think it was important. I've now been doing it for I think it's going to be 6 years this year that I've been nursing for. If I didn't floss, I would feel dirty. That's just me personally. I'm not saying you're dirty if you don't floss. Please don't think that. Because I've now been doing it for so long, I personally feel gross when I don't floss because I don't feel like my gums are all properly cleaned. And you will actually notice a massive, massive difference when you start flossing. You'll think my gums feel almost tighter in a way, which is a really good thing because you've dislodged all the rubbish from them and the gums are able to heal. If you don't floss, you increase your chances by quite a lot of getting gum disease, and that's completely reversible so long as you start flossing. Now, tip number 5. If you go to a hygienist, what that hygienist is doing is getting rid of any scale around the teeth. Scale on the teeth builds up. It can be built up naturally. If you've got a really good saliva flow, it's both a blessing and a curse. I don't mean that literally. It's great in some ways because every time you eat, your good saliva flow is going to be washing your mouth out almost. But good saliva flow also makes scale very easy to build up around the teeth, especially the lingual surface of your lower teeth, so behind the teeth on the lower. That's normally where most people get their scale build up. A lot of this is also because people don't brush behind the teeth. So when you visit the hygienist, what he or she is doing is getting rid of the scale on your teeth. A lot of people mistake scale for their enamel. I cannot tell you the amount of times that I have seen a dentist or a hygienist get some scale off and just not believed what I've seen because so much comes off. And what has happened is that they have got so much scale build up, it's made the gums recede, and that scale looks like enamel. So patients think the hygienist has removed their enamel. They haven't done that at all. They've removed the scale. Kind of going into the actual tip now, which is going to be ask the hygienist or the dentist for some disclosing tablets. And what disclosing tablets is going to do is show you all the places you've missed when you've brushed. So the best way to use a disclosing tablet is to brush your teeth as normal, chew up after you've brushed your teeth a disclosing tablet, and then you can spit that out. You can even wash your mouth out with water, not a lot, just a little bit. And when you smile, it's going to show up where you've missed. So the disclosing tablet kind of sticks to the plaque in a way, and it shows up as a colour. But basically, it's going to show you everywhere that you've missed. So then what you want to do is get your toothbrush again and give it another clean, especially in the areas which have been missed. Now, a lot of people don't feel like they're missing anything when they brush their teeth, which is great. But if you chew a disclosing tablet afterwards, you're probably going to be surprised at what you actually have missed. Now, the 6th and final tip that I have for you guys today is to always check the colour of your gums. Now, this might seem like a really random thing to do, but the reason I'm telling you this is because healthy gums are a nice, good pink colour. Unhealthy gums are red gums. So if you're seeing a lot of red, if it looks like your gums are much brighter, then it's probably because you're not cleaning properly and your gums are getting unhealthy. So I always like to check when I'm brushing my teeth that no area of my gums look redder than the other, and they're just a nice pink all over colour. Normally I will do this when I'm flossing, and if I see an area which does look slightly redder, I will floss better in that area and maybe give it another clean with the toothbrush. Anyway, I think that's pretty much all the tips that I have on oral hygiene today. If you have any questions, please pop them in the comment box below and I'll make sure to answer them as best as I can. As usual, any requests that you guys have for videos, just pop them in the comment box. I have got a list of videos which I'm working through to film for you guys, so I should be keeping to my regular upload schedule, Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday. Anyway, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video today. I hope it gave you a bit of an insight into oral hygiene tips and why we specifically request certain things. If you did enjoy it, please give it a big thumbs up, click that subscribe button down below, and then click the little bell next to it, and that will notify you when I next upload, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!